Okay, it's time now for the 7 p.m. NFL update for Week 1 of the 2017 season. And before we get to some early game takeaways, here's a look at how the late games are turning out. The Los Angeles Rams are clobbering the Indianapolis Colts. They lead 46-9 at the 2-minute warning at the LA Memorial Coliseum. And, sorry about that. Derek Carrier involved right now in a play. The last play coming 2:11 left. That was 11 seconds in play time. And the Indianapolis Colts, of course, without Andrew Luck, who is out until at least October with an injury. And so that's that game. And now we move on to the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. 8:11 left in the fourth there. The Packers on Seattle's 22-yard line. The Packers have just called a timeout. They lead 14-6 over Seattle. And then we get to the Panthers and the 49ers. Carolina up 23-3 over San Francisco at Levi Stadium. Both trying to rebound on tough seasons in 2016. So now, as those games continue to wrap up, here's a look at the early scores. Hold on. Alright, so the Buffalo Bills prevailed 21-12 over their AFC East rivals, the New York Jets. And they had LaShawn McCoy make some great plays today. They had that home field advantage too, so the Bills really need what they had to lift themselves over the Jets. So they'll try to carry some of that momentum heading into Week 2. So that was a look at that, one of the many divisional matchups today. And sorry, my laptop's acting up. Alright, well, so next up, the defending NFC champions, the Atlanta Falcons, beat the Chicago Bears 23-17 today at Soldier Field. Matt Ryan and the gang with some more tricks up their sleeves. And this one looked like it was going to get pretty close in the fourth quarter, but it was ultimately the Falcons who came out on top, and they will try to start defending their NFC Championship with a win here. The Baltimore Ravens shut out the Cincinnati Bengals 20-0. That is one of their AFC North rivals. So a big win for the Ravens in Cincinnati, with Joe Flacco, Mike Wallace ganging up on Andy Dalton and the rest of that Bengals defense and offense. So the Bengals will be searching for answers in Week 2 and in their other meeting in Baltimore in 2017 against the Ravens. In the other AFC North matchup, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns, the Steelers prevailed 21-18, denying the Browns an upset. Ben Roethlisberger has some pretty good plays today against Joe Thomas and that Cleveland Browns game on that Lake Erie Stadium today. The Arizona Cardinals suffered a loss today to the Lions in Detroit in a game in which the Cardinals' David Johnson got injured, which may have depleted Arizona's momentum significantly. So they are also coming off a pretty tough 2016 season and are trying to have a better season in 2017. The Lions were also very much up and down in 2016, but have started off 2017 on the right note with a win in the Motor City. The Jacksonville Jaguars pulled off a big win against their AFC South rivals, the Houston Texans, 29-7, the final score there at NRG Stadium in Houston, despite Deshaun Watson and J.J. Watt's efforts against Blake Bortles and the Jacksonville squad. So the Jaguars looking to come out on top in the AFC South by week 2. The defending AFC West champions, the Oakland Raiders, took out another AFC South team, the Tennessee Titans, in Nashville today. 26-16, the final score there. And Oakland obviously has most of their defense and offense, the skills that they carried over from 2016, and used that to prevail over Tennessee. The Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Washington Redskins today, their NFC East rivals, in Landover, Maryland. And the Eagles were just too good for the Redskins in the fourth quarter today, with a late touchdown and a 2-point conversion to give themselves the 30-17 win over the Washington Redskins, just outside of Washington, D.C. So that is how things went in the early games today. Those were some key takeaways. And it looks like the Rams and the Colts have just gone final, 46-9, the final there out of Los Angeles. So a great performance today by that LA squad led by Case Keenum. And coming up on Sunday Night Football at 8:30 p.m. on NBC, it will be the New York Giants against the Dallas Cowboys. The other NFC East matchup for Week 1, taking place at AT&T Stadium at Arlington, Texas. That's at 8:30 p.m. on NBC. And then there are 2 Monday night games this week, the New Orleans Saints versus the Minnesota Vikings in Minneapolis. And later in the evening, the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Denver Broncos in an AFC West showdown in Denver. So that's it for the 7 p.m. update. Stay tuned for one last NFL update at 10 p.m. during halftime of Sunday Night Football between the Giants and Cowboys. So, hope to see you then, and we hope you continue to enjoy your NFL kickoff week.